Okay, and we're back. So Delilah Cobalt has suddenly come across a space prince who actually gave her a shit ton of money. So we're now going to play around with what we can do here. Alright, so first off, the ships, right? Not really much to say about the ships. Like, if you are playing normally, money is so tight that a sideways upgrade to one of these ships is almost not a good idea. For the simple reason that you are effectively paying for something that you already have. Alright, so that's how it goes. Alright, so we are going to unequip all our shit. This is really hard to read because you got to read for that little one over there. Sell all our shit. Weapons. No, I got something I can't sell. Huh, that's weird. And we need to buy, so like immediately you can see this license is 75,000 credits. That is functionally like 10 different quests that you have to do before you can even begin to save the money for an upgrade, for like a straight upgrade. And then of course you have money for these things, which for some god-awful reason also cost 75,000 credits. We also have all these maps, but we're not going to buy them because illusion of exploration. Also, it's kind of fun to roam around. Alright, so right, so upgrades. Ah, look, cool. They do have the red rings around them, which I feel like was not there before. But okay, that works. That does the job. So the background color of these slots also tell you like what you're allowed to get, right? So for example, and they're arranged nicely. So this thing's kind of big and heavy. So like the ones to the left are always better, right? So we're just going to buy the best thing we can. Right, so these are utility systems, these are support subsystems. Some of them are, like, I won't say that they're, like, super good, but they're pretty good. Guns, note how there's a license restriction, so again, we need money to buy the license before we can buy the weapons. Makes sense, but, like, drastically slows down the rate at which you can actually do something. Not that it matters, I don't think. Anyways. So, let's see. The jump scanner gives us jump detection, means that we can get the, we can know where we're supposed to go, basically. What else do we want? First, nothing. Let's equip our ship first. Right, so we can't use anything other than those weapons. That kind of sucks. Right click will automatically equip them. Shields. Armor. Jump systems. So we can have 2 more structure systems and 2 more utility systems. So that will be S and U here then. 2 more? 1 more. Utility. Let's see. We will get an afterburner to run away from danger, and engine reroute. No, we don't really need that. Let's see. Shield capacitor and some cargo pods. If it doesn't increase our max speed, then we have no business using it after all. We'll equip our cargo pods, our afterburner, and our shield. There we go. Alright, now let's go take a, what's my... 71 tons free. Wow. We will take those 2 missions and hope that we can find our target. Because not having a map also involves trying to find where you're supposed to go. So in that case, let's get out of here. The missions are functionally designed to give you a reasonable amount of time before you can actually where do you need to go? Oma. So like you're not in super danger of running out of time. Though if you have a bigger ship, you will be cutting it close and or failing entirely. But the game is nice enough to warn you. That is like oddly Cantonese Chinese that was being played over the intercoms there. I don't know why Cantonese would be the first choice, but whatever. So this lieutenant, as far as I know, is your functions as his quest line. So let's approach him. Representing Power Lieutenant. Hello, I'm Lieutenant. What? Chess? Wow. Okay. Lieutenant Chess from the Empire Armada Shipping Division. We're having another recruitment operation and we'll be interested in having another pilot among us. Would you be interested in working for the Empire? Yes, sure. Welcome aboard. Easiest recruitment mission ever. Do you know if I have a ship or not? At first, you'll be tested with cargo missions while we gather data on your flying skills. Later on, you could get called upon for more important missions. Who knows, you could be the next Yao Ternov, greatest pilot we ever had in the Armada. That's a Russian Chinese name. He hits a couple buttons. He hits a couple buttons in his power glove. Looks like we already have a simple task for you. Deliver these partials to Fuzka. The best pilot started delivering papers. Okay, so where do we go? There. Alright. Right, so not all missions have time limits, obviously. We will go. We can navigate by following the dots, in which, you know, we're basically borrowing their navigation to help us figure out where these hyperlanes are. So one of the biggest issues, well, maybe not necessarily one of the biggest issues, but the biggest issue with hyperlanes is that it functionally restricts, how do I say this? It restricts the amount of freedom that the game has of planning encounters, right? Because enemies and allies will always jump in at those hyperpoints, which means that they will always start fighting each other if they're hostile to each other, which means that you, as the player, likely either A, end up having nothing to do, or B, get instantly overwhelmed and die. Like, no in between. Alright, anyways, we're at Fuzka now. Oh, hi, Lieutenant. Okay. Long distance, at least 3 jumps. Set up operations with other factions. To Suromid system, so we will be going somewhere else. Anyways, we will buy a 500,000 license to kill shit and get rewarded for it. Like, these are expensive. So now that we have, we're out of the initial starting location, we have a better choice for ships. The Ancestor. Let's see. So the Llama is what we started with. The Gawain is, I guess, a better Llama. It's lighter. It's lighter, has less standing cargo space. More expensive. Faster, definitely. The Sheddinger is... it's a scout. Okay. It's lighter still, so it's even faster. The Hyena is, yeah, it's a favorite of pirates far and wide. So basically, hyenas are kind of like the chaff that you always fight, and they're actually pretty dangerous. Like, not even surprisingly so, they're just dangerous, period. Sharks are good all-rounder fighters. We might want to get one of these. Larger relative to Lancelot, huh? Good to know. Vendetta, as you can see, weapons up the wazoo. Many intimidating guns, heavy armor, neglect the electronics. Yep. I think I will get this, because I usually don't use these quote-unquote underpowered, or not really underpowered, but under-electronic ships. And the Ancestor, you tend to see a lot of Ancestors flying around that are like in friendly control, so I guess they're okay. I don't know. We will buy the Vendetta. How should I call this? We will call this the... Sure, the Jewel Giles. You are allowed to have multiple ships that you can play around with, but since you can only use one, having multiple ships doesn't really help you. Like, it doesn't. Swap ships to the Jewel Giles so we can sell the Windjammer. Outfits. Also, S can just sell your thing, so that's nice. So we need engine core and then armor. No, the previous isn't that better armor apparently. Alright. Now we have one more utility and one more structure piece. I can, given how many guns I plan to mount, I can tell that we're gonna run out of what's it called? Energy really fast, but we'll get extra fuel. And as always, well, maybe not necessarily jump scanner, reactor booster. There we go, now we need weapons. Laser Cannon Mark III. This is -7 CPU. We have 6 weapon slots, so 6, 7, 42, that's too high. Plasma Blaster, huh? By the way, this game basically encompasses the idea that missiles are useless. Like, even more so than Endless Sky, because like in Endless Sky, I happily eat my words that missiles are not actually like useless. They do good things. In this game, they're awful, flat out awful. So we'll just buy a bunch of guns, you know, just DACA. Crap tons of DACA. We need to go up there. Wow. Alright then, we'll take some missions in the in the process that we're arguably supposed to do before the game just gave us the next mission. The next, what would be the next storyline mission, as it were. How fast am I? I don't know. 233. I am going to New Mars. There it is. By the way, Control S also allows you to stop, which is very useful for landings. And again, Nova does it just by mapping everything to land, so, you know, a difference in design philosophy, as it were. Let's go. Cargo person, 25 tons free. I hope he didn't move all his stuff into my ship before I switch ships. Let's see. Actually, hold on before I go anywhere. I don't think that's big enough to pack anything useful. Alright. Yeah, the Synthaxi and the Hermthaxi. They survived their life of being submarines and became stellar bodies. Alright. Underwater cities. It's not like I don't understand it, but patrol. Okay, let's do this. Let's actually go fighting, because that's kind of all the rage when it comes to these games. As you can see, my weapons are here, alright? Alright, so... what is the key for auto anti-hail? Control Y. Help! Haggard sounding man. Oh, this guy. Attacked by a gag of pirates. Oh, we were goners. 3 children. They took our 3 children and left us. How much is an HSCU at all? A year? Oh god, on Praxis. Okay. First things first, I need to... Oh, okay. That's an enemy. Give me a second as I figure out what to do. Adding T. No, that's not an enemy, okay. Anyways, we need to go to the indicated point, which is Arcturus 2. So let's do that. We'll rescue the kids, but, you know, in due time. If they're gonna get sold off, then we can't really stop it anyway, so no point worrying about it. Honestly, any pirate that wants to set themselves up in over a key point deserves a pat on the back and a quick funeral. Alright. Arcturus Gamma. Orange sites means that we don't have the authorization to land there. So any pirates that are actually like dicking around here is kind of impressive. Hang on. Target nearest. Oh god. NAR. So it's a pirate shark. It is also instantly dead. Pirate Vendetta. Instantly dead. Because, you know. Alright. Anyways, let's get out of here. Like, this is kind of the problem, right? They're forced to come in through this hyper lane, which means that there is no choice for them to do any kind of weird funky plays, because if the only way you can enter, you know, a building is through the front door, then just seriously guard that front door. Anyways. So Manuel Station is one of the first like really cool locations, because it is one of the first like really good shipyards that you get to. The first time I played, I'm pretty sure like Manuel Station became functionally my port of call. See what I mean? Like, there's a lot of stuff here. Anyways, we'll get our weapons. Ah, that's why. So this is a fighter, in the sense that it is, you know, it is a ship that will actually act as an escort rather than just buying a ship for yourself. So, Goddard Shipyard has the first instances of ships that you really want to buy but can't, because nobody likes you enough. It's really sad. It's really sad. So, Quicksilver. 335 fast. I'm not entirely sure I understand what these bonuses are. I guess I do, but it feels kind of weird that you need these bonuses to make these ships feel unique. Rhino. As you can see, we're allowed to buy these, but they're functionally cargo transports. Which we can actually get, I guess. Not gonna get them just yet, though. The Lancelot is, as I said, a fighter. 444. It's very stable, I guess. The Phalanx is basically the first available. No. The biggest issue with this game is that there's not really like a good sense of ship progression, right? So like, when you get the license for it, the Phalanx, Admonisher, Vigilance, Pacifier, right? Like, it requires a medium combat vessel, so all these four becomes available at the exact same time. Which one should you get? It's hard to tell. Right, the Phalanx is on the low end by the sheer virtue of its price. Then the Admonisher, then the Vigilance, and the Pacifier. Personally, like, Admonisher, Phalanx, kind of functionally the same ship. Phoenix got one more S slot than the Admonisher, but the Admonisher has a better speed, I guess. Vigilance is kind of my favorite by virtue of having more weapon slots, but the Pacifier is more balanced. And then, of course, you have the Kestrel, which is, of course, the escape velocity flagship in many ways. It's very good. Well, I say very good with air quotes because I never actually flew it, I don't think. The Fabricator, just call it the whatever. Kane Industries is the original maker of the Kestrel in escape velocity, so it's nice. And then you have the Hawking, which is a legit cruiser, and I want one of these as quickly as possible. And the Goddard is well, I mean, what would you call this, right? It's like a really terrible idea for a spaceship by virtue of the large cross-section, but it's so nice. My first time playing this game, I worked until I got a Hawking, and then I think I just forgot what the plot was and just stopped playing, which kind of sucks, but you know, that's how it goes. So, right. We need to go up there and down there, so let's go down there first. We shall go rescue the children before we continue on our government shenanigans. But I don't want to have my booty plundered. Also, my booty is literally a person, okay? Alright. Let's learn about the missing children, shall we? Spacebar. Drinking our wrist. I don't want to deal with that. Approach. Sit down at a table adjacent to these two pirates, order a drink, and try to act as inconspicuous as you know how. I will give you everything. Please just leave me alone. Oh, I guess 2K. Huh? Crash his ship. Yeah. So, nothing very useful there. But we know where to go next, and that's kind of important. Anyways, we need to go where? Sure, let's do another patrol mission. The good thing about these patrol missions is that you're functionally, like, once you pay the, you know, $250,000 to actually get the license, you are essentially being paid to just map out a system. Which is very nice, but do you realize that we just, like it's not exactly engaging gameplay, I guess. Which is fine. Pyro Hyena, I think it's seen us. Yeah, he's seen us. Stay away from me. Fighting this game is honestly kind of pointless because of the way this game handles essentially boarding. So, as with the norm for escape velocity, looting a ship is the best possible way to actually make money. So like for example, take escape velocity, right? Like if you loot the right ship, you can board it and take 500,000 credits. If you have a big ship, you can bully around smaller ships, take them, and sell them for credits. In Endless Sky, you can board a ship, literally add it to your fleet. You like very quickly get the firepower necessary to do things. In this game, you can only board a ship if you... So like, this is the armor bar, right? So the armor bar actually has two bars. One is your actual armor, and the second is your stun. Every time a ship gets hit, that stun bar goes up. So very specific weapons, and I don't know if we have some of these here. I don't think we do. But like specific weapons such as ion cannons will greatly stun your target. Which is cool, to be honest. But it does mean that there has to be like a very dedicated effort built into making a ship that stuns things. Which kind of hampers your ability, like, if you want to kill things, you cannot be trying to stun them. If you want to be stunning them, you're not killing them. It's kind of unfortunate how stark that divide is. Hi. What's up? To the Soul Nebula, huh? Okay. Probe satellite in the Eridon. Alright. Alright, so something has happened rather badly with the seat of Earth, as it were. Anyways, okay. Alright. Patrol of Tall Prime, let's do it. We might actually have to fight, though, so... Probably not ideal. The one thing that I have yet to discover about this game is if each of these different houses, as they were, have their own specialized ships. Like I don't think I played. I think that the version that I played was earlier, far earlier in the development timeline. Therefore, I don't know if that's changed or not. And frankly, I guess I never really, like, super explored this game, so this will be a good opportunity. Huh? Huh? Oh god, missiles. Oh, we're dead, we're dead, we're dead. Ow, 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 ow. Yeah. Darn, I guess. But note that death is just literally a continue, so it's meaningless. Let's see. Face target is Q, okay. As I've said earlier, like, I'm really tired right now, so... And my eyes don't work too well when I'm tired. Oh, that was stupid of me. Yeah. Like, this is kind of what I mean, right? You are forced to take these jump points, which means that if the RNG is not kind to you, you are unlucky. this is functionally the same complaint I have with Endless Sky, which is, like, in this game, the problem is a matter of positioning, where, you know, there are very obvious choke points that you have to brave, or else you die. Or I guess that's not really the right way to say it, but, right, like, if you are not up to stuff at these choke points, you die, right? And that's beyond player control in some ways. In Endless Sky, it's it is the choke point is basically combat speed, in a sense that because the fighting is so fast, if you don't have the stats, i.e. a good enough ship, you will die. Also, I can't outrun them, can I? Nope. Owie, 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 ow. Stop it. I regret not having my afterburners. Dang. I'm curious what they'll take from me. Alright. Like 76k, whatever. Normally it'd be better just die and, you know, not lose that money, especially again when money is tight, but we have plenty of it, so it doesn't matter too much. Oh, okay. We have abandoned our duty. It's sad. Anyways, probably not, right? I don't think the map is this big. Actually, we have to probably have to go back to Goddard and find a different path around. Note to self: buy maps. Like, this is a similar issue in Endless Sky, but it's just a matter of, like, do I know my map well enough? Which the answer is obviously no. Nice. Too far. Cool. Yeah, you'll be fine. Is he coming for me? Looks like he's coming for me. Stay away, please. That's right. They will retreat. I think they'll at some point come back for the second round. Anyway, so I did mention combat speed earlier. The combat speed of this game is very similar to Escape Velocity, to EV Nova. Endless Sky is a little more similar to Override in the original Escape Velocity. So in Nova, like, and well, in this game, you are in a way like able to jink shots, right? I've done it, not well, but I've done it. the problem, if you, let's say, comes from the fact that all weapons have like really short range. So, owie, 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 ow. So like you're kind of limited on how you can do long distance engagements. So in escape velocity specifically, like you had weapons like literal railguns that could shoot from across the goddamn map. So like one thing that you kind of have to do when fighting that specific faction is to just understand how to force those shots to miss, right? Like that was a playing mechanic, if you will. In Endless Sky, I think the farthest reach weapon, not counting a missile, is like not readily available to the player. So kind of unfortunate, really, but whatever. Okay, well, I'm gonna pause here for the aforementioned reason that I am tired. Yeah, so I'm gonna pause here. When we come back, though, we will continue to faff around with regards to the actual main quest, or something that resembles a main quest. Yeah, so for now, bye-bye.